You think you know what it means to be a baseball player. The lights, the crowds, the roar when the ball clears the fence. The highlight reels, the jerseys, the dreams kids write about in school essays. But here's the truth. Most of the time, it doesn't feel like a dream. Most of the time, it sucks. Because being a baseball player takes everything. Your body, your mind, your time, your relationships, and gives you back just enough to keep you chasing. This is what they don't show you on the highlight reels. This is the part no one talks about. You're a kid when you fall in love with the game. The glove too big for your hand, the aluminium bat buzzing in your palms, the sound of a ball popping in the mitt. The field feels like home. Back then, it's simple. You dream of hitting walk-offs, making diving catches, hearing the crowd scream your name. You don't know about contracts, trades, injuries, or statistics. You just know the game feels pure. Everyone calls you talented. You're the kid who runs faster, throws harder, hits further. You stay after practice while other kids go home to video games. You live for the grind, because at that age, it doesn't feel like a grind. It feels like destiny. High school, college, scouts, suddenly the dream feels real. You're on showcase fields, every swing and every throw watched by men with radar guns and clipboards. You stop going to birthday parties. You skip weekends with friends. Every choice is baseball or nothing. People tell you you're lucky, but luck doesn't feel like long bus rides to tournaments, a body that aches before you even turn 18, or the constant fear that one bad game will erase everything you've worked for. Still, you keep going, because that's what you're told. That's the only way out. Then comes the minors. They don't tell you this part when you're a kid. The cramped buses, the meals that taste like cardboard, the motels where the sheets don't feel clean. You play in front of 100 people, maybe less. The stands empty enough that you can hear individual conversations. You dream of the big leagues, but night after night, it feels further away. You share apartments with 3 other guys. You sleep on a pull-out couch. You call home less and less. If you're lucky, you get the call. You pack your bags, get on a flight, and walk into a clubhouse where your name is stitched on a jersey. For a moment, it feels like the dream. The lights are brighter. The crowd is louder. The meals are fancier. But the leash is short. One bad week, one bad inning, one bad at-bat, and you're gone. Sent down, forgotten, replaced by the next prospect. You're not a superstar. You're the guy who fills in the gaps, who shows up early, who's ready when called, but invisible when not. The utility man, the backup catcher, the pinch runner. The kind of player who holds the team together, but never gets the headlines. Then comes the pain. Always the pain. Your knees ache from crouching. Your shoulder burns after every throw. Your back stiffens on long flights. You ice, you tape, you pop painkillers just to make it through. And the worst part? No one cares if you're hurting. If you're on the field, you're expected to perform. If you can't perform, someone else will take your spot. The game doesn't wait. The game doesn't forgive. Baseball is failure. Even the best hitters fail 7 times out of 10. But when you're not a star, every failure feels like a death sentence. You sit in the dugout after a strikeout, wondering if this is the at-bat that sends you back to the minors. You lie awake in hotel rooms, replaying mistakes in your head. You scroll through social media and see your name next to words like washed, bum, or worse, nothing at all. Forgotten. The loneliness is real. You miss weddings, Funerals, first steps, anniversaries. You call home and hear laughter in the background. A life still happening without you. And you wonder, is the sacrifice worth it? That's the part no one talks about. The business. You're not just a player. You're a contract, a trade piece, a number on a spreadsheet. The organization doesn't care how much you've given. They care what you can do today, right now. If you're not producing, you're replaceable. And there's always someone younger, cheaper, healthier, waiting for your spot. So you keep grinding. You pick up the slack when the star is slumping. You make the throw that saves a game, but never makes the highlight reel. You keep the clubhouse calm when everything feels like it's falling apart. You don't get statues or jersey retirements. You don't trend online. But without players like you, the stars wouldn't shine as bright. You're invisible in the box score, but essential in the dugout. That's your role. That's your curse. One day, it ends. Not with a bang. Not with a farewell tour or a press conference. It ends with silence. The phone doesn't ring. The contract doesn't come. The locker isn't yours anymore. You go home, pick up a ball in the backyard, and it doesn't feel the same. You tell yourself you're fine, but a part of you aches in a way no ice bath can fix. You coach kids. You say, "Nice swing," and you smile. But deep down, you know the truth. Baseball gave you everything, and it took everything too. Your body is broken. Your mind is scarred. Your relationships strained. Your name forgotten by most. But you know why you kept going. Because somewhere in the sound of the bat, the smell of the grass, the rhythm of the game, there was always love. Even when it hurt. Even when it sucked. That's why it sucks to be a baseball player. Because it takes everything you have and still dares you to give more. And the craziest part, if you had the chance to do it all over again, you would.